if I want to make £1 million next year in 2021, obviously against the market circumstances, like what should I be thinking about?
Okay, here's how you do it. Everyone ready? So you have to think about units versus LTV. So when I talk about growth consulting, cash flow consulting, I've made a handful of videos about it. When people pay me 50 grand for 6 hours, I literally break it down to these two core pieces, which is how much is a client worth? How many do I need to sell? Right? And if you want to do 1 million gross versus 1 million net, so we just need to be specific here. If you're just looking for 1 million gross, then you need to have your LTV at 10K. You need to sell 100 clients, right? Which means you need to sell 2 clients a week, 52, right? Times 2. Give yourself a little bit of buffer, right? So, and then I just reverse engineer from there. So if it's 2 clients a week and I know that I close 1 out of 5 sales calls, then it means I need 10 sales calls a week that show. And if I know that, let's say your average show rate is 75%, then I'm just going to say 15. So it's at 66 to give myself, again, at each level, I give myself a tiny buffer so that it makes it realistic that I'm going to achieve it. So now I need 15 calls a week. In order for me to get 15 calls a week, what's my average, a cost per call? Yours is like $5. But for everyone else, it's a couple $100. But let's say yours is 50. I would say, okay, I'm going to safely budget 75, right? And it's 15 calls. So that's $22.50 per week in ad spend that I need to spend, which means that I'm spending, divided by whatever 7 is $300 a day, right? And so for me to get to, and how many ads do I need to make to spend $300 a day profitably? Probably need to make 10 good ads per month. And so that means I would block 1 big calendar day per month to make all the ads and the copy and all that stuff. I block out 2 to 4 hours a week to review them, update the copy, change creative, etc. And then $300 a day yields me my 15 calls. 15 calls yields me 10 shows. 10 shows yields me 2 sales. And then because of the backend system that I built, I know that my LTV is 10 grand. And that's the game.